Hello everyone, this video goes through the story of Yakuza Like a Dragon. In 2000, Ichiban Kazuga is a low-ranking Yakuza in Arakawa family, who is frequently asked to take care of his sick young master, Masato Arakawa. Born an abandoned child in Soapland, he was raised by the owner of Shangri-La and kept causing troubles in town when he grew up to a teenager. After being saved once by patriarch Masumi Arakawa, Kazuga vowed his loyalty to him for the rest of his life. One day, he is pleaded by his boss to be banished from the family and taken for a murder which is actually committed by the family captain Sawashiro, as the victim is a Yakuza member from another family which has more influence in Dojo clan. Arakawa thinks Kazuga's sacrifice will prevent his family from being severely punished. Kazuga gladly accepts this as a way to pay back his boss, turning himself in afterwards. After 18 years in prison, in 2019, Kazuga is finally released, and much to his disappointment, nobody comes to pick him up as he has expected. Instead, he meets a detective, Koichi Adachi, who insists on following him. On his way back to Kamurocho, Kazuga is told by Adachi that his former boss, Arakawa, has sold Dojo clan out by helping the government purge Dojo from Kamurocho, and meanwhile letting Dojo's rival Omi Alliance encroach territory in Tokyo. Finding Kamurocho having changed a lot, including his former family office relocated, Kazuga is determined to meet Arakawa immediately. With Adachi's help, they sneak into a restaurant, which will hold a meeting of Omi Alliance officers in the evening. Pushing through some Omi Yakuza members they have encountered, Kazuga finally reaches the VIP room, outside of which Sawashiro, the family captain, blocks his way, as tonight's meeting is a very important one, and no one should disturb it. Out of dislike towards each other since long ago, the two men fight. Kazuga defeats Sawashiro, enters the VIP room, and sees Arakawa dining with the top members of Omi Alliance. Seeing that Kazuga is loyal to the end, and everything is going as he planned, Arakawa pulls out a gun, shooting a surprise to Kazuga. 3 days later, Kazuga wakes up from a pile of trash. Apparently, he survived from a bullet wound, and he is saved by a homeless man, Namba. Namba tells Kazuga that he is currently in Yokohama, and he has stitched his wound after his body was dumped here. Knowing that he has nowhere to go, Namba allows Kazuga to stay in the camp. After helping the homeless man fend off some Chinese villains, Namba explained that the city is controlled by 3 mafia groups: the Chinese Liu Mang, the Korean Komeju, and the Japanese Selyu clan. Because of that, Yokohama is the only place that Omi Alliance cannot breach into. After helping the local female restaurant owner, Hamako, intimidate off some bleaching Japan protesters who are accusing Hamako for conducting prostitution business in her place, Kazuga and Namba are allowed to live inside the restaurant as security guards. Their new home soon has an unexpected visitor, who turns out to be Adachi. He tracks Kazuga through his cell phone, and reveals that after last incident, he has lost his job. Determined to take revenge on his superior, Tokyo Police Commissioner Horinuchi, who he suspects to have been involved in the Omi invasion in Kamurocho, Adachi persuades the two to help him on his investigation. The 3 men find a job in Soapland, the manager of which, Nonomiya, requests them to solve the trouble of his employee, Nanoha. Nanoha has spent a large amount of money for her father to be taken care in a retirement home, Sunlight Castle, but she is demanded by the manager Totsuka for even more. By infiltrating inside, Kazuga discovers that Sunlight Castle is giving the customers euthanasia without the family's permission, and this retirement home is illegally conducted by Selyu clan, one of the 3 mafia groups in Yokohama. Then Kazuga and his companions raid the headquarters of Selyu clan, where he confronts the chairman Hoshino for Totsuka's doing, which he thinks violates the code of Yakuza. Unbeknownst to this, Hoshino makes Totsuka banished from his clan, and then warns Kazuga that he will pay for his trespassing, as this disgraces Selyu clan's reputation. Returning to the Soapland, the 3 are shocked to see that Nonomiya is hung to death. At the funeral, they meet Nanoha's sister, Saiko, who also works for Nonomiya. Saiko doesn't believe her boss's death to be a suicide case, and she implores the group to find out the murderer. Her last conversation with Nonomiya on call pinpoints the suspect to be some Chinese, so the group venture into the restaurant district, the turf controlled by Chinese mafia, Liu Mang. Saiko applies for a hostess position in one of the restaurants, where she is harassed by one Liu Mang member. After beating him for a lecture, Kazuga is told the lead that they can find more Chinese mafia members in Yokohama Trading Company. The group infiltrating, finding evidence that the company is forging counterfeit Chinese yuan before they are exposed. The ensuing fight causes an accident, which blows the entire warehouse. The group are captured and interrogated by Lao Ma, Liu Man's second in command. who admits having killed Nomiya. Thinking that they fought a Japanese Yakuza, Laoma takes a video from the group and plans to use it as evidence that Selyu clan is capable of igniting the war. However, a mysterious masked man sneaks in, saving Kazuga and his companions just before Liu Mang members are about to kill them. Though Kazuga successfully escapes, he is unable to prevent Laoma from carrying out his plan. 2 Selyu clan members are killed in their own territory, and all-out war between the mafia groups are inevitable. Kazuga rushes there, trying to stop Selyu's captain Takabe by exposing to him Laoma's plot, but Takabe insists on avenging his men until he's beat up. Then another Liu Mang leader appears, Zhao, who seems unaware of Laoma's plot and holds Takabe as hostage, unless Kazuga can provide him with solid evidence of Laoma's playing behind. Then there's only one place left in the city for the evidence: Komeju, the Korean mafia renowned for their information-gathering ability. Komeju, a mysterious gang hidden in a dilapidated building complex in Koreatown, fills its stronghold with countless electricity and network cables. As soon as Kazuga steps in, he is welcomed by malicious Korean thugs. They eventually meet the man who rescued them, Zhongji Han, who reveals his intelligence-gathering operation with round-the-clock surveillance cameras all around the city. Han claims that this serves as a balancer between Selyu clan and Liu Mang, as Komeju deals intel to both factions for preventing any conflicts. He shows the group a footage the Laoma breaks into the Soul Plant, linking him to the death of Nomiya. Refusing to hand it over, however, Han takes them to another room, where they are shocked to see Komeju's true business, forging counterfeit Japanese yen. A beautiful woman, Song Hui, is introduced by Han as the leader of Komeju, and states that the paper in Liu Mang warehouse is special material shipped from mainland China, which was sold to Komeju for the only purpose of counterfeit Japanese yen, until Laoma stepped in and used it for counterfeit Chinese yuan as well. Holding Kazuga at gunpoint, Song Hui's threat successfully makes Namba crack and admit that he disguises himself in order to penetrate Komeju after his brother Soichi, a journalist, has recently disappeared on the tracking of counterfeit money scandal on Yotaka Ojikubo, the chairman of Citizen Liberal Party. After Namba successfully escapes with the help of his companions, Song Hui states that revealing the counterfeit money business may cause chaos in the whole city, and invites Kazuga to a meeting with the other 2 mafia leaders, Zhao and Hoshino. The 3 leaders reveal their true relationship to be partner rather than enemy, and the counterfeit money business is the core interest of them all. The money is forged by Komeju with the material provided by Liu Mang, and in the end distributed by Selyu clan, which is supported by Ojikubo, the politician who used the profit to finance his political competition. Kazuga is asked to stop Namba, preventing him from exposing the shady business, otherwise he will be assassinated. Using the information provided by Han, Kazuga finds Namba in the office of Bleach Japan, an organization vowed to remove all gray zone in Japan. The group tries to persuade Namba to retreat when the director Ogasawara calls in a man who surprises everyone, Laoma. He and Ogasawara have orchestrated this whole plot in an attempt to take down Ojikubo and weaken the 3 mafia groups as well. After his defeat, Laoma revealed that he has switched to Omi Alliance, and his doing will facilitate the Omi invasion into the city. Wishing to find his brother, Namba carries a wounded Laoma out. Inside the office, Kazuga is shocked to see a picture, Osagawara and the Tokyo governor Aoki, as Aoki resembles very much to his former young master, Masato Arakawa. The next morning, Komeju's territory is surrounded by huge groups of Bleach Japan protesters. When Kazuga arrives there and tries to reason with them, he is attacked. Among the attackers, there's a Yakuza, whom Adachi recognizes as one of the 3 Omi lieutenants, Ishioda, who swing a wrecking ball into the group, almost killing them. Kazuga, Adachi, and Saiko escape there afterwards. Through a secret underground passage, they are led to the Komeju headquarters by Han, where Song Hui is ordered by Ojikubo to destroy all the evidence. In order to buy her enough time, Kazuga have a fight with invaders led by Ishioda and Namba, during which Ogasawara is knocked unconscious. Then Song Hui tells Namba that his brother is still alive before setting the whole place in place. By interrogating Ogasawara, Kazuga learned that Aoki and his young master Masato Arakawa is the same person, who enters politics after he killed himself and finished studying in America. As Tokyo governor, Aoki is the main force to purge Dojo clan with the combined efforts from his father, Patriarch Arakawa. After receiving a call from Zhao that Liu Mang is also in danger, Kazuga rushes there to save him, only to know that Zhao has already been overthrown by Laoma with the help of Omi lieutenants, Ishioda and Tendo. Though the group easily defeats Laoma, they immediately face Ishioda and Omi thugs. Then Namba walks in, offering his help, which makes the group eventually victorious. a rescued Zhao thanks Kazuga, revealing his intention to join his remaining Numan force into Kameju. On the other hand, holding Ojikubo's illegal doing at hand, Governor Aoki forces Prime Minister to name him as the next chairman of Citizens' Liberal Party. Hearing the news that Aoki has arrived at Yokohama, Kazuga goes to meet him. Though blocked by the security guards at first, Kazuga finally gets the opportunity to see him face to face. Aoki secretly arranges a meeting that night at Kazuga's working place, where he admits his identity as Masato Arakawa, and also reveals the murder case Kazuga being set into 18 years ago to be actually committed by himself. Kazuga asks Aoki to keep his political power out of Yokohama, but he is refused. Then the group are surrounded by Omi forces before they break out. Not satisfied with Aoki's answer, and still entangled by the doubts why Aoki's father has betrayed the Dojo clan, Kazuga and his group infiltrate into the headquarters of Omi Alliance in Osaka in order to find a chance to question his former boss face to face. However, Kazuga is surprised to see Goro Majima and Daiga Saijima, two former Dojo clan legends, inside. Without giving any reason why they are here, Majima and Saijima engage into a fight with Kazuga. This is soon interrupted by the appearance of Masumi Arakawa, and even more unexpectedly, the sixth chairman of Dojo clan, Daigo Dojima. Then Kazuga is led to the inner chamber where he is told everything. Arakawa is not a traitor at all, as all he did was under the order of Daigo Dojima, who has sensed the threat from government after Aoki was elected Tokyo governor. They've been hiding inside Omi Alliance after being purged from Kamurocho, and in order to escape the further oppression from government, they will disband Dojo and Omi, the two largest Yakuza group in Japan. The announcement causes a huge riot among the Yakuza members, but thanks to Arakawa's previous plot, half of the Omi forces has been dispersed to Tokyo. With the effort of some former Dojo officers, including Kazuma Kiryu, the legendary dragon of Dojima, Kazuga helped to hold the scene in control until he collapses by exhaustion. However, to everyone's shock, Arakawa is soon shot dead and his body being found in the ocean. In order to find out the murderer and at the same time prevent Yokohama from being controlled by Aoki's force, Hoshino persuades Kazuga to run for the election of House Representative. However, Hoshino is the next man being assassinated by Sawashiro, who has taken order from Aoki. Upon defeat, Sawashiro reveals himself to be Aoki's biological father because his child was mistaken by Arakawa as his own after being rescued out from a locker. As to Arakawa's real son, he should be someone born in the soapland Shangri-La on New Year's Eve, the same as Kazuga. After suggesting Kazuga to go to do a DNA test, Sawashiro let himself be taken away by the police. Haunted by Sawashiro's words, Kazuga heedlessly spills his rage on any Omi members on the street, but he is stopped by a man, Kazuma Kiryu, who provides him with an information that Aoki is sending some assassin into Yokohama for eliminating the detained Sawashiro. The group successfully stopped the assassin, who has disguised himself as Adachi, as well as Ishioda, the Omi lieutenant who is assisting on the assassination. When Aoki is given a speech in Kamurocho, Kazuga suddenly shows up, bluffing that there's a recording inside his office which can serve as the evidence of his order of murder. On the election day, all the Citizen Liberal Party members are shocked to see Aoki's murder accusation on a big screen. When Aoki rushes to his office, he only finds Kazuga and his companions, seemingly having been subdued. Before Kazuga's body, he spits out the truth that he did order the murder. Unexpectedly, this is recorded by Kazuga's friend. When police arrive, Kazuga shows them the recorded evidence. Refusing to be taken into custody, Aoki holds an officer as hostage and escapes. But he is soon found in front of the locker where the babies were put in 40 years ago. Although Kazuga managed to persuade his former young master to turn himself in, Aoki is stabbed by one of his supporters who is angry for his deception.